What does the Bible say about Christmas? The Bible does not mention a specific date for Jesus' birth or instruct Christians to celebrate his birthday. This absence is significant. According to McClintock and Strong's Cyclopedia, the celebration of Christmas is not of divine appointment, nor is it of New Testament origin. Instead, history reveals that the customs and traditions associated with Christmas have deep roots in pagan religious practices. The Bible itself cautions against worshiping God in ways he does not approve of, as seen in Exodus 32, 5-7. When exploring the origins of Christmas, it becomes clear that many familiar customs were not part of early Christian worship, but were instead borrowed from pagan rituals and festivals. For instance, early Christians avoided celebrating Jesus' birthday entirely. The World Book Encyclopedia explains that they viewed birthday celebrations as a pagan custom and therefore refrain from such practices. The choice of December 25 as the date for Christmas is another telling example. There is no evidence that Jesus was born on this day. Historical accounts suggest that church leaders selected this date to align with popular pagan festivals held around the winter solstice. These festivals, celebrated with revelry and rituals, made it easier to incorporate new Christian traditions into existing cultural practices. Even the joyful customs of Christmas, such as gift-giving, feasting, and merrymaking, trace back to pagan origins. The Encyclopedia Americana describes how Saturnalia, a Roman festival celebrated in mid-December, influenced many of these practices. During Saturnalia, Romans engaged in elaborate feasting, exchanged gifts, and lit candles, all customs that mirror modern Christmas traditions. The Encyclopedia Britannica adds that during this festival, work and business were entirely suspended, creating an atmosphere of celebration and leisure. Other symbols of Christmas, like lights and evergreens, also have pagan roots. According to the Encyclopedia of Religion, Europeans decorated their homes with lights and greenery during the winter solstice to ward off evil spirits and celebrate the turning of the seasons. Mistletoe and holly carried similar symbolic meanings. The Druids attributed mystical properties to mistletoe, while evergreen holly was revered as a promise of the sun's eventual return, as noted in the Encyclopedia Americana. Perhaps one of the most iconic Christmas symbols, the Christmas tree, also has its origins in ancient pagan practices. Tree worship was widespread among pagan Europeans and continued even after their conversion to Christianity. The Encyclopedia Britannica describes how this tradition evolved into the custom of placing a Yule tree inside the home during midwinter celebrations. In light of this history, it is clear that many beloved Christmas traditions are not rooted in biblical teachings, but instead in cultural adaptations and pagan rituals. For those who seek to worship God following biblical principles, understanding these origins can provide valuable insight into how they choose to observe, or not observe, the holiday.